So today this bird forgot how to bird, so we need to be the ones to feed him some fish. We just cast a line off the end of the boat here, it goes down to the water, find some fish, like, come on, get over here. Okay, there's one. Whoop, did a little loop-de-doo. Only one fish. We can do better than that. Just gotta get over here. That's a ugly looking one, but we didn't get it. We only got another fish. Trying to get two and one. Ooh, this looks good for that. Yes! So now we're full of fish. But of course we can't just feed the cormorant raw fish. We have to prepare it. First we have to descale it like that and then lop off the head. And all these fish are kind of similar, so it should be a pretty simple process to get all of these minnows prepared. This is like one of those ASMR videos with soap, but it's fish scales. So now we can feed the cormorant. Me hungry. Me too, buddy. But all I have is coffee. At least we got money out of that. How does the cormorant have money? Well, either way, we can use that in the shop to get some things. If we feed a couple more of these, probably. And for that, we're gonna need a little more fish because we only had one there. So it's time to go fishing again, get a couple more minnows, and I wanna see some of these other fish. So we gotta find a good looking one, like over there, but our line isn't too long. So whoop, there's a couple there. I see you, come on, get over here. Oh, you gotta hit it twice. There we go, there we go. This one's looking pretty good. Yes, we got it. I don't even know what that is, but we got a minnow on the side there too. Okay, if we're a little rough with it, it doesn't go as well. And I don't even know what this thing is. A brook lamprey. That is gross looking. And there's parasites on it. Ew, I'm not really sure I want to feed this to anything. And there's barnacles on here too? This is nasty. Why would you feed anything this? Thankfully, the minnows are parasite free. So it's one of you, and then one of you, and then there should be another one coming up. Oh, look at that, it's a little otter. Oh, it's adorable. Love these things. But how come you forgot to feed yourself? And we still need more. At least we have $120 now. Although, is it a good idea to shop here? It's looking a little sus. But let's go ahead and get a better rod so we can get increased hook speed and depth. So our line is longer, we can fish more. Oh, I see you. Get over here, buddy. One more. Come on. No! I see you. You're still blinking red. And got him! And a couple minnows as well. We need a bigger bucket. That's what we need. But at least we filled up our stuff. Whoa, a perch. This thing is huge. Biggest perch I ever saw. And we might have to run the knife over this a few times. There we go. Weaken up the scales, get rid of them. And then once more. Oh, not quite. There we go. Beautiful. Why can't we use the minnows as bait for bigger fish though? I guess because it's a demo and bait isn't in the game yet. But it's time to feed the otter. Oh, have fun with the perch. Big old hunger meter fills. And then another otter here. Definitely need more inventory, but that otter just gave us like $120 as it is. And we're just $10 away from a better bucket. But I guess we can upgrade our knife too, so we're not using a butter knife to scale these fish, or descale them. We have a boning knife. And it's definitely a better idea, it seems like, to go for the larger fish to try and have more hunger fills. But we can get one more. Let's try to get another one of those perch. Although there is some weird shelves here in the water, but come on. Oh, why these perch gotta be so far away? And why is the hook so weird to control? I'm trying to control a hook, not a tank. But I guess the lamprey right there is blinking, so whoop, minnow it is. But now we have a better knife to use, so hopefully this gets rid of the parasites and the barnacles a little bit better too. Even though if I fished something and it was covered in parasites and barnacles, I would just throw it away. But at least it definitely goes faster using this boning knife. And then just a quick little smooth move over the minnow, perfect. And I guess we can feed the otter different things so we're not wasting the value. You have like 30 or so something left. Feed this, yes. Now we can save the big fish for new customers like this osprey. That's a beautiful looking osprey. Feed you the lampreys. And then the minnow there, need a little more. But we have 180, so let's get a better bucket. So now we can hold 6 fish. Ooh, there's a perch, wanna get you for sure. But there's a whole bunch of minnows in the way, which is annoying, and that perch was swimming upside down. Think you're so cool with your funny little tricks, but he swims very fast though, I will say. Gotta hit him 2 more times. Oh, get over here. Yes! Now I'm hoping this boning knife will do a lot better with getting the scales off of the perch. Just gotta deal with all this grossness first. Do people actually eat lampreys? I certainly wouldn't. All right, perch, let's see how tough you are against a boning knife here. Okay, it still needs a couple of passes to get rid of the scales, but at least it covers more area, so it should be 2 clean passes and nothing's left over. Beautiful. And the perch has a value of 87. Might as well use that to feed you because you have a lot of hunger to fill still. Catch you after the migration, it says. And there's a cormorant again. At least it's just a minnow and a lamprey to satisfy you. Thanks, bow person. Ooh, a heron. Shouldn't you be harassing a boy? We also need like 300 to satisfy. Goodness. Let's get a better lure so we have a fisherman's hook. Increased damage. I'm hoping this captures the perch better, but we need a perch to test that on. At least we could maybe, okay, we can get the lampreys in one go, which is nice, as gross as they are. Whoa, you see that big guy over there? Hold on, there's a big old fish over there and I need it. Ooh, our line might actually not be long enough. Oh, I see you. Come on, 1, 2. No, he's right there. I know we can get him, I believe. Just gotta maneuver around everything. There he is. Oh, we got him. I think we got him. Yeah, he's right there. A brown trout. Neat. And we did get quite a few more perch that time, so we should be able to feed a lot more customers better. Just gotta get through all these other little fishies first, and there he is, a big old fish. Almost looks like a salmon. So how many passes on the scales are we gonna need for this guy? Because those scales are tough. 3 passes seems to be the magic number here. And, what, we're not done with you. There's a few more scales to go. There we go, perfect. Chop off that head. Now, how much does that brown trout feed this guy? 144. I'll take this, because we have a lot of you to get through, but that fills him up. Perch has a value of 108. I do like that. And then, oh, just one more minnow would do it. But now we can upgrade our rod again to go even deeper. Hopefully you get more of those trouts. Is it trouts or just trout for the, ooh, hello. Questions later. Need a blue fish there. Ooh, whoa, there's like a, hold on. Was that like a fortress down there? Investigation time. Gotta get through here. Wow, there's like a lever to hit. We hit that and then you open up a thing. Oh, there's a bag of money. I need it. No! It looks like there might be a shortcut to the right here. Down, whoop, over, down like this. And that is not a shortcut, but there's a trout. Come here, buddy. I see you. And got him. And there's the perch that we damaged earlier. At least we got you, and we're full. So what is this that we have? An Atlantic herring. That is honestly a very pretty fish. They feed primarily on copepods and other zooplankton. Love me a fish that is fueled by cope. And it seems like it takes the same amount of passes as the trout. Also, I can speak from secondhand experience, probably a good idea to use some eye protection when you're descaling fish. But let's see, let's be a little more efficient with this so we can feed as many customers as possible. The perch does more than the lamprey, and the lamprey is like the lowest level thing that we have, so the osprey gets the rest of that. So the herring does 135, trout does 144. You can get both of these, and then the perch should top you up. Or I guess we could have, whoa, hold on. You're not a bird. Does that qualify as a mermaid, or are you just wearing a blanket? I mean, it could be both. I think mermaids get blanket privileges, but we also have a lot of money here. Let's get a better upgraded rod so we can go even deeper than what we were before, because I did see that bag of money and I need it. But I think we need to go way more to the side to get around that shortcut, and there's another lever there. And there's a bag of money. Get it? Yes! I don't know how much it is, but at least we did good there. And whoa, hello! Giant salmon looking things. You know what? If we have weird customers showing up like mermaids, maybe we do need more prestigious fish. And I don't even know what that lever did. But we can go deeper than that. Oh, those guys are actually pretty weak already. And of course, we're full on fish. But we might be able to, oh no, we need a little more money to upgrade the knife. I was hoping to upgrade it one more time before we do all of this, but we'll just have to see how well it does against the salmon. I feel like it's gonna take a lot more passes to use this. And, oh, we're actually full on the stuff there. I didn't realize these are two separate things. But I guess we gotta feed you a lot of lamprey. You know what? Have a bunch of weird fish tubes. And then a perch. I thought we had more salmon than this. I guess we only got one of the salmon down there. Whoa, this thing is huge compared to everything else. It's not even a salmon, it's an Arctic char. This is a lot of fish for this little knife, but we will do our best. We'll do one pass up, one pass down. First we take the high road. Oh, we damaged it a little bit. And then we take the low road, and it seems like it's actually a similar amount of passes for this. Or actually it's just the middle that we're getting there. So now my math is entirely thrown off. So sadly, we're not gonna get the full value out of this, but we should still be able to get most of it. And that's as good as we're gonna get there, so thankfully this little knife can get the entire head off of that. How much does that do? 158? That actually might be the perfect amount. 500. Sweet. 430 money now? Awesome. Definitely need a better knife. How do you say that? A sax? Try blowing him through that. But the next is just a straight up sword. You know what, take this lamprey so I can get a clean bucket of things to fill with. Because we have more salmon to get. And they're not even salmon, they're chars. But there was more levers down there. So there's gotta be more secrets than we can uncover. Or at least unlock. And you're wandering out a little bit there. And whoa, is that an eel? Hold on, I need this. No! Also kind of annoying that we're picking up some lesser value fishies. But we see you still, and then, ooh, you actually need a few passes, but we still got them. Okay, so now we have just a bigger knife. This is like a Bowie knife. So here's the char there, and this does mean that we can cover more of the fish to descale it. Just wanna make sure we don't damage this one. Ooh, 2 passes with this knife. That is super good. And thankfully it seems like it does a little better at getting rid of the barnacles, and certainly better at getting rid of the parasites on these lampreys, which are still disgusting. But this herring here should be, oh, it's still 2 passes. Well, that's fine by me. And now we have the big boy, a European eel. Whoa, this thing is smooth looking. And look at him, he's so happy, but he's also covered in a whole bunch of grossness, like the lampreys. Honestly, these might be lampreys looking at the size of them. But thankfully, it's just a matter of getting rid of them so we can, oh, come on, there's one more. Perfect. Chop off the head there. And then, what do these values have? 241. That would cover this osprey in one go. Let's give you the Arctic char. That should be close to the value that we need. Oh, and it's you again. Would you like a European eel? That's a large chunk of meat. And then have some of that, and I guess the rest of the lampreys. That does it. Very nice, 700. And there's the otter again. As we're going deeper, we definitely need more hook damage. Let's do that. And then bigger bucket. So now we have a fishing lure that actually looks like a fish. But let's, whoop, took a wrong turn there. Gotta go around here. There's the char again. It might be 2 hits for the char. Sure enough, it is. Then we go deeper. There's another lever. Is there something if we hit all the levers? Because there's certainly a lot of them. Okay, that's as far right as we can go. Let's get this guy. And then I guess you, because you're blinking. Try to hit that lever. Ooh, too many wrong turns. Gotta be more efficient with the movement. And probably more efficient than that, because that was stupid little minnow. I mean, we could discard some fish, but that feels like a waste. And the fact that we can almost get the entire char with one breath of this, like, you know, in the up and down direction. It's like, what do we do with fish bigger than this? Is there fish bigger than this that we can get? This is such a large knife for such a tiny minnow. Honestly, it might be worth it to just discard the minnow so we can fill up our stock with more worthwhile fish. But here's the trout again, which we can cover the entire width of with this thing. Okay, now since this is a tiny little minnow, I want to see something. Since our knife is better quality, if we pass over fast, can we descale it better? Whoop! Whoa, nope, not at all. Still gotta be careful with it. You know what, that's probably something worth discarding, but we already have it out, so hopefully this otter doesn't choke on the scales. A value of only 13, that is tragic. But it should be good if we feed you the herring, and then, let's see, is there something worth 30? Another minnow. So now you can get the trout plus the char, because we also have a lot more things to try and upgrade. I'm sorry, is the next lure just a wooden stake? Is that really better? It's evolving just backwards. Well, I meant to go to the right, but we have taken a wrong turn to the left immediately, so at least we found a bag of money up here, which is kind of surprising. Who's just dropping money in a lake? It's not even like a piece of jewelry or anything, it's just straight up money. But man, this hook is still very weird to control. So there was a lever there, and then there was a lever down here. We need a bigger bucket just so we don't have to worry about running into fish. But I still wonder if there isn't something deeper down to the left here. Like more levers, more bags of money, and another European eel, which is cool, but we only hit it once, and ooh, hello, I need you. Yes, got him. Oh, and the good news is we actually have enough to upgrade our knife to a dirk, which I guess is what that's called. Scots really know how to name their stuff, I guess. And we actually have enough fish here to fill up the bucket exactly, or at least the prepared fish exactly, so we might as well keep things. But this honestly seems like such overkill for preparing fish. It's like, oh yes, let me just bring out my trusty fishing sword. Oh, this is the big guy that we caught. A ferox trout? This thing is insane looking. It's like something you find on river monsters, but we're in a lake. Or the loch, I guess. Are we gonna find Nessie eventually? The question is, do we catch Nessie or feed Nessie? But at least this thing is able to cover the entire width of this trout. That is the insane part. A perfect descaling. Get rid of that head. You don't need it. I barely use mine. Can you guess my favorite? Do I look like I know what your favorite is? My little guy looks like he's still running DOS, and you're asking him what your favorite is? Should probably feed you this, just so we can get rid of them. At least that fills you, oh, not quite well enough. That's tragic. But whoa! Oh! Hi there! Sorry, what did you just say? The color of a heart, I desire something resembling it? Kelpie, I see. Okay, I know enough about like lore and fantasy stuff that I know you're bad news, so let's definitely get rid of you as quickly as possible. A ferox trout is worth 276. That is crazy, but we still need more. How about you just stay on that side of the boat? And I still want to know what the deal is with those levers down here, but I feel like we need to upgrade our rod again to get even deeper. Because there is that lever right here that, oh, we hit it. Anything happen? I don't think so. What if we just go straight down the middle? Is there anything cool in the middle? There's, whoa, that was a red herring. There's more of these trouts. Oh, hello. You're the big one that I want. Get over here. I see you. One. Oh, we got him. Yes. Let's get one of those red herrings just to say that we got one. There you are. There you are. Yes. And then maybe some more expensive fish like the giant ferox thing here. Got him. And then another European eel. Perfect circle there with the line. And might be as good as we can do for right now. I hope this kelpie at least gives us a lot of money. And then there it is, the Atlantic salmon. You're the actual salmon here? Your head doesn't even look salmon shaped. And can our dirk cover all of the scales? It looks like it can. And 2 passes are all it takes. Oh, that is satisfying. And there's the red herring. And then there's the ferox trout again. This is by far the freakiest looking fish that we've caught so far. Like this eel here is a close second, but at least he's smiling. If he wasn't covered in parasites, I would say he's friend-shaped. But hello, kelpie, food now. You don't have to be so demanding, I get it. So you only need like 130 left, or 230, which the eel is actually pretty good for that. So take the eel. There you go. The time is nay. Okay then. But that did give us like $700 and something. We are very close to getting the maximum rod. So let's just feed you, I don't know, just all the things. Not very efficient, but at least we have the money. And you're back. Well, at least we have 1,000, so iron rod. What can we even feed you right now? The trout? Well, time to see what is at the maximum depth in that fortress, because we are about as equipped as we can get to go down there. Just gotta make all the correct turns, I guess, which that was certainly not. But that was a lever there. Ooh, I don't think we caught you yet. Oh, come here. Yes. And then might as well get you. And there's another lever. Oh, there was a red door down there. Okay, definitely need to be more efficient with how we go. So I think this is looking good here. There's one more lever right there. Ooh, got it. Oh, there's one more? There's a message in a bottle. Who's sending out an SOS? But that also means that there's a lever that we missed. And I feel like it would have had to be pretty early, but we also need a bigger bucket just so we don't have to stop for little tiny fish like this. Is the perch worth keeping now? I think we can aim higher than perch now. Like the northern pike? Whoa, was not expecting this guy to be here. And thankfully the dirk is large enough to cover you and still take out the scales in 2 passes. Can we get a big enough sword that it's just 1 pass? But that is maximum value for the pike. And the char is surprisingly way smaller, even though it looks nastier. And this one has barnacles on it. Well, I guess order of operations, we should get rid of the scales first. So that gives us plenty of room to get rid of the barnacles. Perfect. And thankfully this one is barnacle free. And then we just get rid of the rest. So, Mr. Kelpie, do you like northern pike? I think you do. That topped you up fully. And now we're back to cormorant, which the char that we have is doing a little bit extra. But I think now's a good time to upgrade our bucket to the maximum, which is a plastic crate. So we can hold 10 fish, which should give us plenty of time and accidental fish pickups to find that last lever. Is it up here? Nope, there's nothing up here. But that last lever has to be somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. Get it? Yes! Now we can get that bottle. after one more pass, but let's go as far down as we can, avoiding as many little fish as possible because I want to see what other big fish are down here. There's this whole area. Look at those big guys. Actually, those are things that we caught already, but we can still get a lot of them and really overfeed this cormorant. Although we do have a lot of big fish now that are definitely supposed to be reserved for really demanding customers like the kelpie. But if they don't show up, then we're gonna use them anyway. And then, I don't know, maybe the cormorant can puke his guts up afterwards because this is a lot of fish. There's also just so many scales on these pikes. At least they are a lot more tube shaped, so it's just very simple, pass over it. And the cormorant's like, got any fish with funny stripes? Does a perch count as funny stripes? Take one of those. Oh, look at that, it's Nessie. My name, Ness. Oh, look at you, you're adorable. Easily best representation of Nessie, hands down. But we don't have anything that's worth 1,000, so this is gonna take a lot of fish. Thankfully, we have a lot of fish. So let's give Nessie the good stuff. Oh yes, perfect. Then we have $1,000. Amazing, we fed the Loch Ness Monster, which has a much better attitude than the kelpie does, for sure. But now let's see what's in that message in a bottle. Gotta go way down into the fort, past door number 2. Ooh, took a wrong turn, but there it is, and bottle, and money. How much money is that? And why are we... I don't know why the line decides to move up instead of just reeling it in. We have $1,400 right now. Looks like that's gonna be enough to max out the sword here. Oh, not quite yet. Is that a Zweihander? For right now that we have a falcata, we need 1,600 to get that. I need it. But what was that bottle about? I'm not sure what the bottle was about, but let's see what's over to the left. Which there might be a whole lot of nothing, but we'll find out. We go down. Oh, look at that. That's a dragon. Or at least I'm calling it a dragon. We got it. Wow. I was not expecting that to be down there. How do we prepare that? That's something we gotta save for the Zweihander. And I don't know why I'm descaling this. This is a lot of blade. Can it one-shot the parasites? Oh, it actually did. The lamprey passed over the sword and it took out some of the parasites. That's amazing. Now I really hope this thing can take out the... Oh, there's the bottle. There it is. Do we descale the bottle or do we break it? This belongs in a museum? Oh, battle for Urquhart Castle? Someone who's Scottish, how do you pronounce that? Last correspondence of Sir Alistair Blackwood, defender of Urquhart Castle, year of our Lord 1306. I write not for pardon, but to record our fate, as I will not leave this dungeon alive. Why, because it filled with water? The Scots fought fiercely to reclaim Urquhart. Oh, this guy's not Scottish? Abandoned by our commanders, we held the walls, hoping for reinforcements. The castle walls stood strong, and our men fought with all their might. But it was not the Scots who sealed our fate. As we battled at the front gates, a terrible cry rose from the waters of the loch. We thought it thunder or the clash of battle echoing off the cliffs. But then we saw it. A great serpent rising from the deep, its burning eyes towering over us. It struck without mercy, shattering the castle walls and scattering our remaining forces. When it was over, the Scots easily swept away what little remained. Now I sit in this dungeon, awaiting my judgment. The Scots may have won the day, but it was the loch that claimed us all. Should any find this account, know that it was not men who lost Urquhart, but the creature that guards its depth. Sir Alistair Blackwood. So it's either talking about Nessie or that dragon that we captured, which I don't know how we captured that. Finish? So we're done with the bottle? Okay, the next one is a dragon. Let's not deal with that yet because, oh gosh, that is huge. Okay, we're keeping that, but I want the big Zweihander to take care of that. So everybody gets other things, which we definitely need way better fish for that. So let's do a little bit of serpentine motions here to avoid all the basic fish, but except we got that one, and get way down to the bottom so we can tag some of these trouts and salmons and other things. So that works out pretty well. And nope, don't want to deal with you. Just want to avoid scales as best as possible. Can I move on to other fish? I don't want to discard this guy. I would like to move on to other fish. And look at this thing's name, bait deer. Some say a single sting from the bait deer brings instant death. Well, this is fun, but I want to do other fish first. I guess we can discard this and do it later. I don't want to touch this thing with anything less than the Zweihander. So hopefully we can catch it again. Till next time, buddy. And thankfully, this falcata, or whatever it was called, can take out the scales on these trout in one pass. So that is something I'm super happy about. But the salmon still take 2 passes, which is interesting. At least this should still feed the kelpie well enough. We need 1600 to get that sword. But of course, we're gonna feed him all the right things. Okay, there's 1000 there. There's Selkie. Are you like a cousin to the kelpie or something? Oh, we're out of fish. We're just shy of getting the sword. But let's go over here again. I wanted to make sure that the dragon thing bait here is still there, which I sure hope it is, or else I'm gonna feel real bad about not skinning it. Okay, good, it's still there. Your time will come, my friend, and you will be the biggest feed there is. Probably save that one for Nessie. Oh, there's barnacles and parasites on this trout. Gross. Okay, it's good at taking out the lesser parasites on like the lampreys, but I guess the bigger parasites still need a little bit more attention. Thankfully, it can 2-shot the barnacles. And there we have it. Enough money to buy the Zweihander. Yes! Which somehow it has 3 sections on the blade. Like, yeah, there's a hill. This part is usually dull, but why is there a second like section up here? What's the point of this thing? So I guess we just gotta wait for Nessie to come back, which means getting some more fish and probably upgrading our lure to the best that it can be, that it can hopefully one-shot everything. And was that bottle the deepest part in the fortress structure over here? I think it was. Oh, yes! And here it is! The big old Zweihander. Oh, I love this thing. It should be able to one-shot all of the scales on all the fish. That's what I'm hoping for, but where's the chopping part of this? Here doesn't, okay, here does work. Arctic char, get one-shotted on all the scales. Okay, need to test something. Will it scale them down here? It is. Slightly annoying, but you know what? It still does the job, because that part, as far as I know, is not supposed to be sharp. And here I thought the last sword was too much blade for these small fishies. Where's the hacking part of this? There it is. And look at this tiny little minnow going up against a Zweihander. Oh, this is hilarious. Also, we can collect a lot of fish, so hopefully there's a lot of customers before Nessie shows up, just so we can get a better lure. And now this European eel, which does have a lot of stuff on it. Hopefully it, oh yes, it can all be one shot by the Zweihander. Almost a clean sweep, but there was a couple of parasites that weren't sticking out yet. There we go. Okay, thankfully we have quite a diverse selection of fish, so we can feed this guy without overfeeding him too much and save the more valuable fish for some other customers, which should be able to still give us a lot of money as well, because we do have a lot of money to go through, or hopefully get, so we can afford that lure. So thankfully, we're able to feed so many of them, but not all the way. At least, it's enough to get a new lure, which is just a wooden spear. At least the next one is like an actual like harpoon, but this is literally just a stick. Can the stick one-shot the salmon down here? We should really see about the salmon, because those things took quite a few passes with the last blade to descale it. And thankfully we can 2-shot these trout things, so that helps. This is just so ridiculous, using a massive blade like this to scale fishies. Okay, salmon, moment of truth. Do you go in one pass? Yes, you do. Oh, this is beautiful. It also just kind of goes to show the scale of these things. Like, I know this Zweihander probably isn't a size, but look at its scale compared to the fish. Like, I have a synthetic one of these, and that thing is taller than me. So the fact that some of these fish are measuring longer than this thing is kind of terrifying. Well, either way, it lets us collect a lot of fish for helping customers. Oh, you're kidding. $4.99 for that? And all the rest of the fish I have are the expensive ones. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, and wait, you were just here. Ah, well, trying to get to Nessie again. Hopefully it's not a one and done thing with Nessie, but I guess it is a good thing in that case to pick up a couple of smaller fish just to fill in some of the empty spaces. And we're actually able to move through the scales pretty quickly with the Zweihander too. I feel like we couldn't go this fast with the other blades because it just ruined them, but I certainly do like using this thing. But sadly, there's still not Nessie. At least we have enough to buy the last lure here, a harpoon. That should be able to one-shot everything. I hope it does. It can one-shot the minnows, which doesn't say much, but that's hilarious. Giant harpoon against a minnow. I feel like there wouldn't be minnow left after that, but it actually isn't one-shotting things. It can 2-shot pretty much everything. And Oh, I forgot about the northern pike down here. I also love that the Zweihander gets so much more low res the bigger the fish is. Like, we have this guy, and then we go back down to the herring, and there it becomes more HD. And there's the pike. Ooh, which does have some parasites on it. Thankfully, we can one-shot those, as well as all the barnacles on here. This Zweihander is awesome. There's Nessie. Hey, how you doing? Hi there, my name's Nessie. Okay, hold on there. I have a special thing for you. Just gotta avoid everything first, which is a little difficult to do, but we're actually managing it. Down past everything to the bottom. Oh, giant things there. There's a dragon. I was worried you weren't there for a second. Come here, I'm gonna get you. I got him, yes! Special delicacy for Nessie. Okay, we have the giant Zweihander, and we're carving up a giant Bathier here. Oh, this is gonna be good. Do we? Oh, it actually doesn't go along the length of it. We actually have to go from left to right again. Interesting, but it looks like this thing can one-shot the scales on the giant Bathier. You know what? If I had to fight something that was big like this, I would definitely want a giant blade like a Zweihander. So this tracks. And we just gotta make sure it is absolutely perfect for Nessie, because Nessie is good. Nessie has done nothing wrong. And all the way, there it is. Perfect Bathier descaling. And lop off that giant head. Can I mount it onto my boat? I would certainly like to, but here's Nessie. So I hear there's something quite scary down there. Why is Nessie calling things scary? Well, you know, with a face like that, honestly, I can't be mad. But where's Bathier? Do I just have too many fish? Oh, there it is. Bathier, a value of 1,050. And all of that can go to Nessie. I almost said Bessie. But Nessie, eat the Bathier. Yes! Beautiful! We have fished the most largest of fishes, if that even counts as a fish. But we have fished the biggest fish and fed the biggest, most adorablest of Nessies. And I think that's all the content there is in the demo. And we can't even buy any more things, and we just have $2,000 at the end of the day. So I think we did good. So if you guys want to see more of Scale the Depths when the game fully releases, then be sure to let me know. Thank you very much for watching, and sub to Intern.